Good evening, dear friends, and welcome back to Xplained Daily. Think back to the late 90s and early 2000s. You're in your living room, glued to the TV every week, watching a sensitive young dreamer named Dawson Leery navigate love, friendship, and growing up on that little creek in Cape Side. For so many of us over 45, Dawson's Creek wasn't just a show. It was our escape, our mirror to those confusing years of heartbreak and hope. James Van Der Beek, with his thoughtful eyes and heartfelt performance, became the boy next door we all rooted for. And now, at 48, he's facing the toughest challenge of his life, a battle with stage 3 colorectal cancer. But in a deeply moving interview on the Today Show yesterday, December 19th, 2025, James shared an update that's full of resilience, gratitude, and even calling this diagnosis a gift in his own life. If you've ever felt inspired by his character on screen, this real-life story of courage will touch your heart even deeper. Hello, everyone. Today on Xplained Daily, we're talking about James Van Der Beek's emotional and uplifting health update amid his ongoing fight against colorectal cancer, straight from his exclusive sit-down with Craig Melvin on Today. James reassured fans he's feeling much better than a few months ago, addressed concerns about his appearance, and opened up about how this journey has brought him closer to family, faith, and a slower, more meaningful life. Here he is in these fresh photos from the Today interview at his Texas ranch, smiling, looking stronger, and radiating that same quiet strength we remember from Dawson. James told Craig, "I feel much better than I did a couple months ago. It's been a longer journey than I ever thought it would be. It's required more of me, more patience, more discipline, more strength than I knew I had. I knew I was strong. I didn't know I was this strong, but I feel good." Let's rewind a bit, because this hits close for so many of us who grew up with him. James first revealed his stage 3 colorectal cancer diagnosis in November 2024 after privately battling it for more than a year. He was in peak shape, doing cold plunges, eating healthy, with only subtle signs like changes in bowel habits that he almost dismissed. He pushed for a colonoscopy anyway, and that's what caught it early enough to fight. Look at these classic shots from Dawson's Creek. James alongside Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams, and Joshua Jackson. That theme song, "I Don't Want to Wait," still gives us chills. The show tackled real teen issues with honesty, and James's portrayal of Dawson made him a heartthrob for a generation. He went on to star in Varsity Blues, yelling that iconic "I don't want your life" line, and built a beautiful family life away from the spotlight. 3 months ago, fans grew worried when James had to miss the in-person Dawson's Creek reunion due to stomach bugs. He appeared via video, and many noticed significant weight loss, sparking concern that his cancer was worsening. But in the interview, James set the record straight. That weight loss was not cancer-related. Although with cancer, everything's like, why don't we supersize that stomach virus? He's been trying various treatments, focusing on healing, and says his energy levels are great now. What's truly inspiring is how James has chosen to view his journey. In his own words during the interview, he said, "As soon as I heard the news, I thought, this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to me." From his perspective, it's been a profound wake-up call, teaching him to slow down, cherish every moment more deeply, strengthen his faith, and find greater presence in life. He even described presence as really the gift that cancer's given me. He credits his wife, Kimberly, saying, "I would not be alive if it weren't for my wife," and talks about finding joy in his 6 beautiful children. These heartwarming family photos show the love that's carrying him through. Olivia, Joshua, Annabelle, Amelia, Gwendolyn, and Jeremiah. At the reunion, his wife and kids attended, and 2 daughters even sang the theme song with the cast, earning a standing ovation. James is also urging everyone 45 and older to get screened. This is really something you have to go by the guidelines on. His story reminds us that life can throw curveballs, but with support, faith, and early action, there's hope. For those of us who watched him grow up on screen, seeing James face this with such grace feels personal, like cheering for an old friend all over again. Thank you for joining me tonight on Xplained Daily. Stories like James's remind us to cherish our health and loved ones. If this touched you, please share with someone who needs encouragement, and follow Xplained Daily here on YouTube and across all platforms. We're bringing you these meaningful celebrity updates every day. Quick question for the comments. Did you watch Dawson's Creek back in the day? And what's your favorite memory from the show? Or share a word of encouragement for James. Let's send him some positive vibes together. See you next time. Take care of yourselves, everyone.